With the addition of Jimmy Butler at the trade deadline, the Warriors secured the second straight dominant win, this time against the Giannis-less Bucks. Steph Curry put on a show, dropping 38 points on an ultra-efficient night, marking his fourth consecutive 30-point game. What stands out most is Steph looking like a rejuvenated version of himself now that he has a true 1B alongside him, so let's break down his performance. The Warriors ran the very first play for him. Jimmy's got the ball in the left wing with Draymond first setting a pick for Steph. Andre Jackson shoots the gap here, and I'm going to highlight this because he shows his tendencies. With Steph now in the paint, Moses Moody sets an exit screen to try and free up Curry. Kuzma smells this out and actually creates some space, and Jackson shows he would rather try and cheat the screen by shooting the gap. This is a fatal error in chasing shooters because the simple counter is for Steph to just stop in his tracks and fade to the corner. As the defender, you better guarantee that you're getting the steal because if Steph catches it, he's got too much space to shoot an in-rhythm corner three-pointer. It's an art to learn how to read the off-ball screens and the defender's position in order to get open. Guys like Reggie Miller, Ray Allen, and Clay do this extremely well. Simple down screen by Looney, but Gary Trent Jr. tries a top block Steph. Curry counters by running the defender into the Looney pick before freeing himself up again by fading to the left wing. Great to see him be aggressive right off the bat. Golden State wanted to target Dame Lillard on the defensive end. Here we have two stagger screens, with the first paint screen getting Lillard to hedge out hard into a switch. Steph does a fine job using his dribbling skills to protect the ball, bring Dame all the way out to the logo and eventually out of position. Simultaneously, Buddy Hield sets a back screen for GP2, then gets himself that Looney pick that Steph never used. Perfect timing here as Steph starts to attack and gets Prince's attention for a half second before swinging the rock to the fading Buddy Hield. Shout out Buddy for shooting a lot better in the last several games, and Curry gets the assist. There are a few examples of the Steph-Jimmy two-man game, something they were seen practicing in shoot-around. Butler goes for a dribble handoff which also acts as a pick, giving Curry a wide open lane to attack as Kuzma is left starstruck in a late switch. Steph is able to show off another dribbling exhibit as he crosses over to get the defense off balance that stops in his track for an open bank mid-range shot. Andre Jackson was having a tough night guarding Steph. He first gets a down screen set for him, but that was a decoy as the real action is both Moses Moody resetting the pick and Butler setting a back screen. Jackson can only see Moody's pick and tries to play a deny coverage, allowing Curry to read his defender's position and counter by backdoor cutting. Milwaukee was not switching off-ball screens, so Butler's man and Prince can only watch as Steph gets an uncontested look at the rim and a lucky roll. It's cool to see Jimmy Butler picking up the Warriors' play so easily already. He gets the ball in the post for the Dubs' go-to triple split action, where Steph tries to run off Buddy's first screen, then gets a second Draymond Green screen. The split action is perfect against defenses that do not switch off-ball picks, so Steph knows he will catch Draymond's man in Brook Lopez in the drop coverage. Jackson actually does a good job recovering here and preventing the three-pointer, but Steph is able to attack the closeout for dribble penetration. Lopez tries to play the ball and Draymond, but Steph gets a finesse floater shot to go. The problem with guys like Brook Lopez and Rudy Gobert is that they are great defensive players near the rim, and shooters like Steph are pretty much their kryptonite. GP2 has the ball on the right wing and a simple down screen by Looney to free up Curry. Jackson tries to chase after but gets stuck on the pick, where Steph curls around to find Looney's man in Lopez, predictably where he belongs, in a drop coverage in the paint. Steph has the entire night to shoot the practice three-pointer. The Bucks were not going away, however. On-ball screen set by GP2 and Bobby Portis is all the way up at 25 feet to show. The one thing you cannot do outside of letting him shoot threes is to stand with flat feet and reach while allowing Steph Curry to split the screens and break the defense. Now Curry's got a step ahead of Portis and patiently keeps his dribble alive while using a couple shot fakes. Great team play here by Kevon Looney to set a Marcin Gortat screen on AJ Green, sealing his defender away from Steph and allowing him to get the contact and the and one. Brook Lopez has historically been abused left and right by Steph. Post comes to set the first pick at the logo and Milwaukee switches. Steph then sees a mismatch in Kyle Kuzma, but the Warriors run their classic second screen with Draymond Green. Brook Lopez actually smells his way out and smartly calls for a pre-switch, but the problem with pre-switching is the perimeter guard has to know ahead of time and be on the same page. By the time Trent Jr. realizes it, Steph has a solid Draymond pick to use with no one to show up high and is able to find daylight on this pull-up three. Curry wants to keep picking on Lopez. Post comes for the high on-ball screen, but Steph catches the defense by surprise by rejecting the pick and attacking. Kuzma isn't exactly the best defender, and his feet start skating around, so Steph counters by creating space and stepping back to his right for a tough tray. To finish off the game, Steph just loves to bring Milwaukee big men away from their comfort zone and out on the perimeter. Off-ball screen by Draymond, and the Bucks have to switch this to prevent the 3-ball. Now Curry has a huge mismatch and Portis on an island before taking his time on in isolation. Portis does a decent job with his hand up, but gives Steph his strong right hand to attack and get dribble penetration. Dame Lillard can only stunt, but it does not affect Curry at all as he uses his body to shield the defender from behind and get an offhand layup to go. There you guys have it. Golden State wins their first game in Milwaukee in several years as the Warriors take down the Bucks team without Giannis on the second end of a back-to-back. Steph Curry came out aggressive once again, looking for his own shot, dropping 38 points and extending his 30-point streak to 4 games. However, this was also his second efficient night since the trade deadline and the addition of Jimmy Butler. You can clearly tell this is a newly energized Steph, knowing that his effort on the offensive end will not go to waste even if he sits, as there is a true 1B in Jimmy Butler to carry the offense. I believe this mental edge has given Steph another level of confidence, allowing him to look for his shot more and play much more freely. Curry was able to find openings through off-ball actions and mismatches in the pick and roll, and there were a couple key moments where he broke Milwaukee's trap, letting guys like Jimmy make plays out of the zone defense. The offense looks completely different with a player like Butler in the mix, and Steph knows he does not have to carry the offensive load the entire game. A solid second win in the Jimmy Butler era. Let's keep the momentum going on this road trip. If you guys like this breakdown, like and subscribe to see more.